go. Another debate. Another lecture. Y'all just gonna talk y'all way free, huh? Y'all just gonna read your way free. Don't read me no damn bedtime story. Don't lecture me if you ain't gonna build, cuz a coward is exactly what a coward does. Why you afraid to protect the ones you love? The true God is you, so stop looking above. You gotta take it if you're gonna be free. If you ain't gonna take it, stop yelling RBG. Stop yelling black power and black supremacy. Just shut your damn mouth and sit your punk ass down and continue to...
What brings me to this particular topic, to make this video, is that I was watching a news broadcast. In fact, I was watching a video made by a fellow YouTuber, Jay Miller Speaks Out, and he was talking about and did show a video, and many of you have probably seen this video, so I'm not going to include it in my little conversation that we're having right now. It's easy to find if you would like to watch the video. The video shows a young black man, a young person of soul, who was, the police was notified by, it sounds like, and it seems like it was a Caucasian woman. She noticed that it's a possibility he was stealing a car. He was pulled over by the police, and he done everything correct. He did everything that any person could do. He stepped out the car, put up his hands. Next thing you know, the police, I don't like saying police, these pigs rushed him, beat him down. Didn't ask no questions or nothing. Just assumed that he stole a car, bum rushed him, and beat him up. These pigs. And this racist trash, this Caucasian woman, she knew exactly what she was doing. You hear in the video, I didn't mean to racially profile. Yeah, right, beast. Oh yeah, well, I have the right to be angry. And you know something? I'm not really angry at the pigs. I'm not really angry at this Caucasian female dingbat. I'm angry at us. I'm angry at us. We who are the descendants of slaves, born in America, having dark skin. I am angry and frustrated and disappointed in us because we refuse to accept the reality that we are targets. We are targets for racist pigs, this nation in general, and we have been targets going on for 500 years. This example of what happened to this young soul brother, he did everything correct. Even these misfits, these dark Europeans, these people that y'all call coons and sambos, the Uncle Toms, they don't have anything to say because this young man did everything you are supposed to do. Put up his hands, still got beat down. For what? For fixing his own car. Now, if there was some kind of way they could justify what the pigs done, they would do it. Because these slaves always gonna side with their massa. Massa, because massa don't do no wrong. Even the commander, the chief of the pigs, I believe, one of the aldermen, even they just outright said this was, I mean, there's nothing we can say. There's nothing that you can, but see, the thing about it also is nothing is going to happen to these pigs. You refuse to believe that you're a target. You believe that you're an American citizen. Things are getting better. Nothing has really gotten better going on 500 years. Still complaining, still suffering under the same stuff. Ain't y'all sick and tired of it? I don't understand you. Something is seriously wrong with you. I don't know who this young man is. He was not a thug. See, because the first thing, I'm pretty sure they're going to check his background, which they already have. He's not a thug. He's a male, so he's not a hood rat. He's not a savage. He was just a young man in grad school trying to get an education. Something was wrong with his car, trying to fix it. And some racist devil she-beast called her brothers. Oh, you know what this reminds me of? Living in the jungle. There was a record by this rock group with Guns N' Roses. Welcome to the jungle. See, y'all think you're living in civilization when you actually living in the jungle. We are targets. We are targets. And we are prey. We are prey for a group of predators. And usually when you are the prey, usually the prey is defenseless. Usually the prey is not as powerful as the predator. The prey does not have the fangs and the muscle power and all these things. The only thing that the prey basically can do is run. And we can't even do that. Because if this young man had tried to run, I guarantee you they would have probably shot him 35, 40, 100 times in the back. And the people that y'all call coons and Uncle Tom, they would have been clapping because he was a thug. Then they found out he was a graduate, a grad in college, and he was fixing his own car. Then they look stupid, but it don't make no difference. This could have easily been me. It could have been easily anybody. I wonder if this changes the mentality, the mindset of this young man to make him realize you are living in a jungle. This is not civilization. You are the prey, and there are predators always looking for easy prey. Something that they can justify, justifiable homicide. That's how it is in nature. They're always looking, the predator is looking for easy prey. Somebody who is naive. A rabbit that is not on their P's and Q's. Easy victims. See myself now. See, I have trained myself, and I always have the thought, if they want to shoot me down, if I'm in a situation where these pigs want to murder me, I want to be in a position, I hope I'm close enough, I got to want to take one of them with me. Not just going to stand there and get shot and make no attempt to take one of the pigs out with me, or any of these racist suckers. We are the prey and they are the predator. Welcome to the jungle. Welcome to the jungle. You don't want to, and you are in denial. And you're teaching your children. That's why the children end up in the situations that they are in. Because we won't tell and teach the children that you're living in a jungle. You're surrounded by savages. Some of the savages are Congress people. Some of the savages are the president of the United States. Some of the savages are the pigs in blue. Some of the savages might be your doctor who operate on you. Wow. You don't know who to trust. It's very sad. And you don't have your own. Anybody can eat you up at any time. You're defenseless. You don't have nothing to fight back with. So there are many people of soul. Y'all believe in God. And you say God is going to do that. God is going to do this. Well, you want to know something? I'm with you on it. Come on, God. Bring your God. Tell your God, come on now. It can't, what you waiting on? Thousands of years have gone by. How long are you going to let these beasts? How long are you going to allow this to continue? Wow. I just don't get it. We refuse to accept the situation that we're in. It's not going to get better. It's going to get worse. And while you're waiting on things to get better, instead of building or finding a way to defend yourself against savages, instead of learning how to build a ring of fire to keep the wild beasts away from you, you trying to get in the bed with the beasts. Oh, wow. It's very, very sad. Instead of trying to run away to those who want to kill you, you want to run to them. You want to make the meal easier. I wish I could talk to this young man. And even if I did, I can almost guarantee you, if I spoke to him, this incident probably didn't even bother him. He survived it. And it's business as usual. Wow. Welcome to the jungle. Where on this planet, you tell me, where on this planet where there is civilization? I don't see nobody civilized on this planet. I don't see nobody. Everywhere you go is war, murder, destruction, and rape, and murder, and lies. I don't like religion. But at the same time, I'm not going to get off into fairy tales. Because clearly after all this time, you better save yourself. There is no God that is going to come and do anything for you. It's not going to happen. Well, I don't know what it's going to take for us to learn. We have been here. The people of soul have been in America going on 500 years. And you want to live like this. This young man could have easily been killed and his family be on TV crying. But since he was not murdered, it's business as usual. I don't know. Well, you have been warned. So when we don't take the proper actions, when we are warned, then we suffer the consequences of our actions. You're surrounded by savages. You're surrounded by these pigs and these racists. They smile in your face. They will even let you kiss them. Don't mean nothing. This thing, these teachings that many of you have in the belief that the black man is God, the black woman is God, you're kings and queens and all this great fantastical stuff that y'all believe in, it really has gone to your head and some of you actually believe it. That what makes it so tacky. Because how can you call yourself a God and you have no power? The black man is God. The black woman is God. Where is your power? You've been a damn slave for a physical slave for over 300 years. How can a person that just came out of a cave, that's what you teach, that the Caucasian people just came from out of a cave. How can a man in a cave that just fresh from a cave, still wearing his fur, how can he come from up out of a cave and make a slave out of God? And you're still in a slave-like condition right now to this day. Explain this to me. It's mind-boggling. I don't understand it. Because if I'm a God, how can it's just like your dog or your cat or your goldfish. They are inferior to you. You are like a God over them. How could they make you submit? Matter of fact, you're not even worried. You're not worried about your pet. You're not worried about a dog or a cat or a goldfish or a pet snake. You're not even worried about them making a slave out of you. The thought of it don't even come in your head. But here's a guy who is a savage, unintelligent, come out of a cave. The only thing he has is his wits, I guess, and brute strength. You have the Great Pyramids. You have all these different sciences and you're the God, but yet this guy can come up out of a cave and whoop your natural ass. Explain that to me. You can't even explain it to yourself. I was talking to a soul sister, and I was telling her basically we're animals. She found that was offensive. I'm not saying it the way that Brother Polite is saying it, calling black folks animals. Actually, you disrespecting the animals, because in nature animals do what they do, but you you've reached an all-time low. You actually are lower than the animals, and we're going to talk about that real quick as we continue this conversation. But I said basically we're animals because according to science, people, the human being, whatever you want to call yourself, this life form, we are considered in science mammals. What is a mammal? A mammal is any life form that feeds their babies milk from the breast. And I know y'all, man, some of y'all love some bread, right? So we mammals. The only difference between us and the animals is the fact that you're supposed to have a higher intelligence, your brain, and you have an opposing thumb on your, so that you can use your hands. So whatever your brain can create, whatever your brain can imagine, you can create and bring into existence with your hands. Your brain is supposed to be able to solve any problem that you have. You have a problem of racism. You have a problem of living in a slave-like condition. Your brain should be able to solve those problems, but your brain cannot do it because your brain has not been programmed properly. So the hands cannot work the way they should. Because somebody superior to you has programmed your brain, this animal, somebody superior. Wonder who that could be. Could it be maybe your massa? You don't want to be called an animal. So what are you then? You don't want to be called a mammal. You don't want to be associated. I'm a god. I'm higher than the animal. How are you higher? How are you actually higher than the animal? You have hair all over your body. Now, you're not hairy like a bear. You're not hairy like a cat. You're not hairy like a deer. We have hair all over our bodies. Y'all shave all the time to get rid of that extra hair. You have hair all over your body. Your fingernails. This is the remnants of claws, just like any other animal. Your feet and your hands. You will die. You will die like the elephant. You will die like the seal. You will die like the elephant. I said the elephant. The shark, the bear, the quail, the pigeon, the grasshopper. You will die, Mr. God. Matter of fact, you will die. You have a shorter lifespan than some of the animals that you're not like. 75% of your body is water. 75% of your body is water. Just like the animals. You're no different. Some animals have special powers. There's a little frog. You can freeze that frog like a block of ice. And when the temperature gets right, it can unthaw and the frog can still live. Can you do that? It's fish that can live under the mud for months and months and months. Mr. God, can you do that since you're a god and got all this power? Birds can fly. They don't have to get in an airplane. I have never seen none of y'all gods flying around the city. I haven't seen none of you. Now, some of y'all can smell food. You can smell McDonald's cooking, but you can't smell as good as a dog. Dog can hunt you down. Dog have superior smell. Why you can't smell like a dog? You can throw a cat up in the air and the cat will land on his feet. Throw you up in the air, you're gonna fall flat on your back, Mr. God. Y'all the gods and the goddesses and all this stuff, you got all this power. A bear can take it easy. Don't have to trip off winter. Just get fat during the fall asleep, hibernate, whole body shuts down, and can go through the winter. Can you do that? No. In the animal kingdom, the animals can do so much fantastic things, incredible things. Here you are, the God. You can't do it. Why you can't do it? But you're so great, you're so powerful. You created the bear, but you can't do what the bear can do. You created this little frog, so y'all claim, and you can't fly like the bird, Mr. God. You're going to give these animals powers you don't even have. The butterfly. The butterfly starts off as a caterpillar, and then it spins a cocoon. It goes through a metamorphosis, and then it comes out as a brand new creature. When you do that, you start off as a caterpillar Negro, And when you go through your metamorphosis, you still end up as a caterpillar Negro. You can't transform. You can't go through a metamorphosis. Why is that, Mr. God? You got all this power to do all this type of stuff. Why are you still a Negro slave? You have all this power. You have all this wisdom. You know all these things. And the spirit's going to do this. And when you die, the energy flows over here. Y'all know all this fantastical stuff. And you're a Negro slave. It's all a joke. You're better than the animals. Don't you pee-pee? Don't you doo-doo? Don't you fart? Ooh, let out a smelly. Animals do it too. God can fart. Wow, that's something else. I can imagine, you somewhere at one of these lectures and debates and go to the bathroom and you go to the toilet and open the door, somebody's already on the toilet. Well, there's God sitting, taking a dump. There God is, taking a dump on the toilet. Hey man, don't be opening the door. I'm taking me that's God stanking up the bathroom. Woo! It's just, it has to make you laugh. Because if you don't laugh about this stuff, it'll make you cry. Because it has these people so arrogant, thinking you're so great and you're so mighty and you're so powerful, and you ain't nothing. You ain't nothing like that. Now, you're greater than the animals, so you say. You're the God. And I see God every day smoking weed, getting high, getting drunk. The male God taking his fist, punching the female God in the face, calling the female God a bitch and a hoe. Oh yeah, y'all, we gods. Some of these gods, they don't know whether they male or female. Well, I know I was born a male, but child, I got that, I think I'm female. I'm not, I don't really like my dang-a-lang. You're sexually confused. God. When does God become sexually confused? I don't get this. Here you are, the black man is God and the black woman is God. You got all this power. You teach this lie. You teach this lie that the black man we created the earth and the universe and all this stuff. Where is your evidence? Where is your proof on this madness, this Disneyland silly talk that you call teaching? It's an outright lie. You can't even get out of your masa house and you talking about what you did. And since you created the universe, you should easily be able to get out of your masa house and go to Mars, go to Uranus, go to Pluto, or just go somewhere other than living here with your masa and his children. And then his children shoot you in the back 8 times. God. And the jury gets hung. It's on videotape that you was running away and get shot in the back. Yet you're God. But you can't bring justice. You created the heavens and the earth and the sun and all this stuff, but you can't get justice living with racists on the earth. Bunch of nonsense. Now this is the kicker. This also is the kicker. What's amazing to me. You live so outside of reality. It's so pathetic. And it makes you docile. You are comfortable and you're satisfied with these lies. And These lies make you do absolutely nothing. You just sit at the house and wait on how to what's that? Science up the lie. So you a liar and the other guy who's a liar, the black man is God, and you a liar, the black man is God, and y'all both liars get together and you debate over this fabricated, false, delusional crap. Like two drunks getting together. This drunk said, hey man, I see a pink elephant. And the other drunk said, no. I see a green elephant. It's a green elephant. Elephants is not pink. An elephant is green. Nope. I'm drinking ash smoking. Nope. The elephant, my friend, my brother, is pink. Stupid stuff. Here you are, the black man is God. And you don't know how to do nothing. You on YouTube, you can't fix a computer. You don't know nothing about how the internet works. You don't know anything about how a television works. You don't know nothing about plumbing in the house. You don't know nothing about the electricity in your house. You don't know how a telephone works. You can't even change the tire on your car. You have no skills. If somebody grabbed a bunch of you and put you on an island, you would probably die because you have no skills. You don't know how to do nothing. You can't even use your brain so that you can learn how to do something for yourself. But you're God. You created the heavens and the earth. And you're God and all this type of thing. But God don't know how to change the tire on a car. What sense do that make? The whole thing is insane. The whole thing is for real crazy. This is why you need to come here. This is why you need to come here so that your brain can become deprogrammed. You need to get all this nonsense out of your head. You need to be brought down to size. We need to stop being so arrogant, especially when you cannot back up what you're talking about. Muhammad Ali had a lot of mouth, but Muhammad Ali backed up everything he said with his fists. You say a lot of stuff with your mouth, but you're not Muhammad Ali because you're making this claim to be gods. And you don't even know how to make toilet paper to wipe your nasty backside when you do. You're a god. Talk black to me. That's what some of the brothers say. You need to get real, and we need to stop perpetrating this fraud and faking the funk. Because you can call yourself God all you want to, but in the real world, and you know it and I know it, but in the real world, you know what they call us. Matter of fact, many of us call ourselves the same thing. They call us a bunch of niggas. This is a rat video. I don't know exactly how I want to word this. I want to be nice, but at the same time, I don't want to be nice. I am getting to the point where time is running out or time has expired and we have to just bring it real. Either you accept real truth or you don't. And since you refuse to accept your reality, then you must suffer the consequences of your actions, because time and time again, not only myself, but there are a few other brothers and perhaps sisters that's out here in the cyber world that is warning you all the time. That is why you avoid us. It's like a person when you tell them that they should not drink. They don't want to be around you because they want to drink. They want to get high. They don't want, even though they know, listen, even though they know drinking and getting high is bad for them, it's something that makes them feel good. It makes them, that what makes them feel as though that's how they want to live. That's how they enjoy life. Although it's self-destructive. And they want to be around those who can feed their alcoholism. They want to be around those who will feed their desire to smoke weed and snort cocaine or whatever these vices they've picked up. They have learned how to enjoy self-destruction. And they don't want to be around those who warn them that these actions one day may cause your demise or cause you great harm. They don't want to be around. So you don't want to be around the reality's temple. You don't want to be around certain brothers and sisters because they're not feeding your addiction that is detrimental to your very life. And you're living in a day and a time. Your life is on the line. If not your life, then you are putting your future generations in extreme danger. Whereas they may find in a future time that they become extinct or they are forced into the same condition our ancestors found themselves 400 years ago as a real physical slave. Like Elijah Muhammad said, take it or let it alone. But I understand y'all smoking weed and getting high, you don't take nothing serious. And you're driving your pretty cars and you have a full belly, plenty food and water, plenty weed, plenty cocaine, plenty to liquor to drink. You don't take nothing serious. Oh man, you have a rude awakening coming to you. There's no doubt. I want to rant. And see, we shouldn't even be in this condition. But I want to rant because it shows that there is a failure in so-called black leadership. There is a failure in your elders. I perfectly understand when younger people say that the elders have failed, that the elders have proven themselves incompetent. I understand exactly what they're saying. Just recently, Dr. Umar Johnson called for a council of elders in order to quench or bring resolution to the current climate of conflict that he is involved in within the so-called black conscious, black power movement. So the question that we must raise is, who are these elders? And if they were really on their job, why is this happening? If the elders are active, if the elders are competent, then why is this even happening? Because their works, their presence should make it, whereas these things should not be able to break out without first that the younger people would watch what they do in their behaviors and their activity, because they don't want to show disrespect to the elders, but clearly they don't give a damn about how the elders feel or what the elders think about them or anything. Why is this? It's because the elders aren't doing anything, because the elders have been proven ineffective. So why, Dr. Umar Johnson, why do you suggest, why do you advise, it sounds good and it sounds pretty, but why would you suggest that we have a council of elders when the elders are not active? The elders have been proven incompetent. The elders are not representative of a group of people that shows that wisdom has come with their age. Are you listening? Are you still here? Well, here we go. Let's keep rolling. Now, on the end of the totem pole, you have elders. But at the end of the totem pole, because our elders are dying off, pretty soon you're not going to be able to blame your elders for anything, because many of them will be too crippled and handicapped to be effective to do anything anyway. Most of them will be gone. At the end of the spectrum of what we call our elders are those we call the baby boomers. I was told that baby boomers are those who were born between the years 1945 and 1965. Myself, now I'm considered an elder, but I'm on the latter end of this spectrum. I was a baby during the middle 60s. What do you expect a baby to do? I was a child in the 1970s. What do you expect me to do? Oh, and people blame me talking about the elders do this and the elders do that. Well, I'm the elder right now. Oh, whew. I'm the elder right now. And you won't even begin to listen to a damn thing I'm saying. So you take me out of your mouth. You go to those ones that you kiss their backside and you believe everything that they say. You blame them. You're not going to blame me. Because unlike them, I have matured. I have evolved. And I understand exactly what we need to do in order to escape this condition that we find ourselves in. It's not going to be pretty. It's not going to be nice. And unfortunately, it might even get to the point many of us might have to die trying. That's the reality of it. I'm not going to fill your head up with all these fairy tale pretty stories and make you feel good, because that's not reality. A lot of people, a lot of races died. Understand this. A lot of races died so that our ancestors could be slaves. It's not like they just, the Europeans went to Africa or came to America or wherever they went, and the natives said, wow, I think I'll just submit and bow down to these people. Fought them in the best way they could. They fell due to inferior technology. They fell because of the diseases that the Europeans brought. And also, Europeans are tricksters. They made these promises and these contracts, and they were a bunch of liars, and they fell for these things. Whatever. They did not just submit. And when they got angry, they decided to kill some Europeans, and the Europeans fought back and so forth. And of course, the dark-skinned people lost, because also they did not have unity, because that's affecting you. Has nothing to do with me. I'm way over here. But eventually, the European was going to get to you, but you did not care, because I didn't like that Negro over there anyway. Good riddance to bad rubbish. Next thing you know, all of them are gone. And that's the way it is right now. You should not care about my belief. You should not care about my sexual orientation. The only thing you should care about is you see another dark face, you should be united with that person and fight the enemy. Tooth and nail, all the way. But you don't think that way. You claim you got all this history, and you still act just like those who were conquered. And that's why you stay conquered right now to this day. And you have your elders that's not guiding you any better. They are telling you this is the right mindset. The elder your parents who are older than you, they are supposed to have more wisdom. They're supposed to be more smarter. They're supposed to have more life experience than their children. It is so pitiful in this 21st century. You have, oh, listen, woo! You have some children who are actually babies, less than 10 years old. Some of these children are smarter than their parents are, have more common sense than their parents do. That's a dang shame. And you know this. So Dr. Umar Johnson said, let's gather the elders. What is an elder when an elder don't have no dang wisdom, don't have common sense? The elder is just as stupid as the young person is. These elders have you in a messed up position because you are reaching out for these teachings. The only teaching you need to know is, I am not a European, I want to be free. Basically, that's all the teaching that you need. That's all that you need. Liberate yourself. And all this history and all this knowing myself and knowing all these beautiful teachings that y'all got or whatever, you can handle that once you get free. Knowing that you are Kemetic, knowing that you're a Hebrew Israelite, knowing that you're Muslim, that don't mean nothing while you living in the house of your slave master and his children. It don't mean nothing at all. Period. Except you are a Kemetic slave, a black Muslim slave, Hebrew Israelite slave, a Nubian slave, or whatever the hell that you call yourself, a Christian slave. That's all that it represents. You and your dumb elders. The elder's mind, although you have wisdom, although you have experience, a true elder, your mind is always open to new ideas. Your mind is always open to listening to the ideas and watching the creativity of younger people so that you can guide that energy, so that you can use that energy in the most positive manner. But you have these elders who think they know it all. You can't tell a know-it-all nothing. Hard-headed ass people. I've been taught this and I've been taught that. Well, what you've been taught clearly is not working good because we still slaves in America. You have not changed nothing. The bottom line is, brothers and sisters, younger people, if you choose elders, choose the one that's going to do right by you. Chances are the elders that you don't like me, you don't like me. I'm the one for the job. I'm not a liar. Your elders are lying to you. They souping your head up, brainwashing your mind with all this foolishness, and you can't get the job done. You're not even on the road. You're not even in the processing point of getting the job done, which is liberation. Not education. Not looking for edutainment, not looking for lecture and debates. I want to be free. If lectures and debates cannot guide you and energize you, inspire you to liberate yourself so that your future generations can have a better life than you, then it's all a waste of time. Your elders are liars. Talking about all these gods. God is in a spaceship going to come down and save you. You can't die. You're nothing but energy, and you're going to live forever. Black people created the earth and all the animals. This all is a bunch of damn lies. It's a bunch of fairy tale lies. And since your mind is filled up with all these dang lies, because that's what it is, bring your elders to me. I will shoot them down because I'm going to make them prove it. Verify where you getting all this information from. They will not debate me on the issue. If they want to debate reality. You cannot debate reality. So they debate themselves. My lying story against your lie story. And let's stay away from the realities temple on earth. And so since your mind is filled with the teachings, that's what people say, we need a master teacher. No, you need a master escape artist. How am I going to get out of jail? That's what you need. You don't need a master teacher unless that teacher is teaching you how to be an escape artist to get you the hell out of this damn jail we've been stuck in going on 500 years. These elders make these babies. All these elders they have a lot of children and babies and have not changed the condition. So the only thing that you're doing is giving an inheritance of slavery down to these babies. You should be shaming yourself. I understand. Oh yes, I understand why you don't like the elders. I understand why younger people, because an elder is supposed to be more wise, supposed to be more smarter. But also as a young person, you're choosing to follow behind old geezer fools. You will not help me. You will not get behind me, because I guarantee you, because you don't like what I say, because I'm not going to give it to you. I'm going to deprogram your mind. I'm going to keep it real with you. And you don't want that. You want to be in La La Land. You want to be, because being in La La Land and fantasy land requires no real work, no real sacrifice, no real transformation of you from a Negro to a true human being. You're not even a true human being. You're still a Kemetic Negro. You're still a Black Hebrew Israelite Negro, a Nubian Negro. You're still a domesticated animal. And that's why it's easy for you to use the word nigger and bitch and all this other profanity that you learn from being around your slave massa, because you just like your slave massa and your elders are just like your slave massa. Black Power family don't mean nothing. A Black Power coon. You don't want to be like your elders. Hard-headed, silly, stupid, a bunch of cowards, incompetent. Every time you turn around, the only thing they can give you is all these costumes. I watch all these people, different people, elders on social media. They all these different costumes and things of that nature that they always wear. That's not going to do nothing for us, period. It's what you call perpetrating a fraud. So if you like being a fraud, that's your business. But if you want to get real, you come to the right place. Email me, contact me, reach out, find other real persons, and we find a way to work together. White people, because the Negro, you will come to their defense very quickly, because that's your mother, that's your father. They are the only ones of whom you know. Of course, there are many of you who call yourself, I'm conscious. But yet and still, you are conscious, but you are making no real effort to get away from your slave master and their children. You're not making no real effort. You comfortable on your job. You comfortable going to Best Buy and Pizza Hut and Macy's and J.C. Penney's and spending the money and living the life that your fake parents have given you the right to do. If you really was that upset, you'd be getting the hell out of Dodge, or you would be taking a baseball bat and bashing them in the head. You're not doing nothing. How can you talk about this young lady when you are in the same condition? We as a people are in the same condition as this young lady. She knows only that woman as her mother. Period. It would take a long time before she can disconnect. Matter of fact, she may never disconnect. This is the only mother she's known since she was able to know that she was even alive. The racist Caucasian people, we have no connection to Africa. You can talk Africa all you want to. We have no connection to Africa. We have no connection to China or India or anywhere. We only have one connection. We have been living with these people going on 500 years. This is why it is very difficult for you to talk about separation from them. No matter how evil, no matter how criminal, no matter how rape, no matter how murderous, no matter what they do. Matter of fact, you want to jump in the bed with them. And you know they are not your, you know that they are your enemy. You have a sick love for races. Just like this young lady. She has a sick love for a criminal. And she know you have a sick love for Caucasian, these pink racists who have done so much evil and continue to do what they do. You have this sick love. And you talk about you don't understand why she's like that. This is all that you know. You are an American. So right now, many so-called black folks are upset with the American system of government because of President now, Donald Trump. But it makes no difference. You still want to be an American because Donald Trump and his people are the only family that you know. They all not like that. They all not like Donald Trump. This young lady will tell you quick. She's not bad. She treated me good. Y'all wrong about her. It's the same exact thing. You act like you don't understand the psychological trauma that happens to people. This happened to an individual. We as a people have suffered the same traumatic thing. And you are responding and have responded in the same exact manner. No different. So I wish y'all would get out your high horse and act like for some reason you don't understand. You're better. You don't understand. Well, how could she be? We as a people are like that. We as a people are like that. It's psychological. And until you understand trauma, you don't know how you might respond until you get in that situation. You can't talk about this young lady when in reality we all are just like her. Massa, all of them ain't like that.